Sa ating previous video lesson, nalaman natin kung paano mag-determine ng sample size using Sloven's formula. Ngayon naman, ang ating next step ay kung paano naman mamili ng ating mga respondents. Hi, I'm Teacher Randy, your research teacher. Welcome to another video lesson in Practical Research 2. Para sa video lesson na ito, ating pag-aaralan ang iba't ibang sampling techniques. Kaya tara, samahan ninyo ako at tayo ay matuto. In this video lesson, here's the most essential learning competency that you need to master. Describe sampling procedure and the sample. Probability sampling or non-probability sampling. Sa pag-select ng ating mga respondents sa research, kailangan na i-consider muna natin kung ano ang most appropriate type of sampling techniques. Probability sampling ba o non-probability sampling? Ano kaya ang pinagkaiba nila? Probability sampling is based on the fact that every member of a population has a known and equal chance of being selected. It uses random sampling technique to choose a sample. Ibig sabihin, sa paggamit nito, lahat ay may opportunity na maging part of this study, na kung saan ang pagpili ay through random chance. While non-probability sampling is a sampling technique where the odds of any member being selected for a sample cannot be calculated. It's the opposite of probability sampling. In addition, this type of sampling technique relies on the subjective judgment of the researcher. Sa paggamit ng non-probability sampling, mas napapadali at napapabilis ang pagpili ng mga respondents dahil nakabase lamang ito sa preference or convenience ng researcher. Kaya nga minsan, ang tawag nila dito ay bias sampling dahil sa pagiging subjective nature nito. Pero, hindi nangangahulugan na hindi na magiging reliable ang result ng ating data collection. Sa paggamit ng probability sampling, narito ang iba't ibang mga paraan. Number 1. Simple random sampling. Simple random sampling is characterized by the idea that the chance of selection is the same for every member of the population. Because of this manner of selection, it is the most frequently used type of probability sampling technique. Sa paggamit ng sampling technique na ito, para ka lamang nagdodraw sa pagpili ng samples. Kaya, napakadali, pero effective. Systematic random sampling. In this sampling technique, a random sampling is made of the first element for the sample. Then, a subsequent element is selected using a fixed or systematic interval until the desired sample size is reached. Kaya gamitin ang systematic sampling. So, tignan niyo itong halimbawa. Meron tayong population of 12. Let's say 12 respondents ito. Ngayon, ang ating isaset na interval is 3. So let's say, for every sample or for every third sample, yun yung ating magiging respondent. At tayo din ang magsiset ng ating starting respondent by random chance. So let's say, nag-start tayo sa 2. Tapos, for every third sample, yun yung ating magiging next respondent. So bilang tayo, 1, 2, 3. So 5. Then 1, 2, 3, si 8. Tapos 1, 2, 3, so 11. So ganyan. Meron tayong fixed interval para sa pagpili ng ating respondents. At ganyan kadali gamitin ang systematic sampling. Stratified random sampling. In this sampling technique, a target population is first separated into mutually exclusive homogeneous segments called strata, and then a simple random sample is selected from each segments called the stratum. So this is our example in doing a stratified random sampling. Let me read the problem. The population of junior high school students in Mabuhay National High School is 1,200. Use this population to make stratified random sampling. Given naman sa ating strata or grade level, ang bawat population natin. So meron tayong 350, 300, 380, 270, and 1,200. Okay, ngayon, ang gagawin natin is kunin muna natin yung ating desired sample size para sa buong population na 1,200 using the Sloven's formula. So we have N equals capital N all over 1 plus NE squared. Para sa problem na ito, ang gagamitin nating margin of error is 5%, or this is equivalent to 0.05. Okay, so applying with our solution, so we have 1,200 divided by 1 plus 1,200 times 0.5 squared. Okay, so copy lang natin yung nasa taas. Divided by 1 plus, okay, i-multiply natin ito. Pero squared muna natin yung 0.05. 0.05 pala dapat to na burahin natin, okay? Na ano lang. So we have 0.05 squared. So, ang sagot doon is 3. Okay? And then, the answer, 1,200 divided by 1 plus 3 is 4. And the result for this, 1,200 divided by 4 is equal to 300. Meaning, sa 1,200 na population natin, ang kukunin lang natin doon na respondents ay 300. Pero paano natin malalaman yun sa buong population? Meron tayong per grade level. So, ang ating next step naman is to get the sample from each grade level, which is, ito yung process naman. So, tandaan natin na ang ating sample size is 300. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, dahil nakuha na natin yung sample size na 300, dito, itong 350, at lahat ng population na to ay di-divide natin sa 1,200. So, ganito, 1,200. Palitan ko lang yung ating kulay. Yan, 1,200. 1,200. Tapos ito, 1,200 din. Tapos ito, 1,200. Okay. Tapos, pagkatapos yung i-divide, i-multiply natin siya doon sa desired sample size. 300. Okay, hindi na yun kasama. So, equals natin. Ayan, so i-divide natin, no? 350 divided by 1,200 is 0.29 times 300. The answer is 87.5. Huwag muna nating i-round off. Okay? Next, 300 divided by 1,200 times 300 is 75. Tapos, 380 divided by 1,200 times 300 is 95. Tapos, 270 divided by 1,200 times 300 equals 67.5. Okay. Dapat, pag tinotal natin to, 1,200 pa rin. 300 pa rin kasi yun yung ating desired sample size. So, tama naman kapag in-add natin to, 300. Ang problema lang natin ngayon is, meron tayong 0.5 ng mga respondents which is wala namang respondent na kalahati. Kaya ang gagawin natin, it's either ito ang i-round off natin o ito. Ang basihan natin doon is kung alin sa kanila yung mas madami o mas marami. Since mas greater si 350 kaysa kay 270, siya yung i-round off natin into 88 kako pala. Itong 67.5, magre-retain siya as 67 para ang ating final sample from each grade level will be 75, 88, 75, 95, and 67. Pag pinag-add natin to, still equal yan sa 300. Ganyan gumawa or i-apply ang stratified random sampling. Kumuha tayo ng samples from each stratum. Kaya stratified. Narito naman ang mga iba't ibang paraan sa paggamit ng non-probability sampling. 1. Convenience sampling. Under the sampling, the sample elements are selected from the population based on their availability or on the convenience of the researcher. Ibig sabihin, ang pagpili ng researcher sa kanyang mga respondents ay nakadepende sa kanilang availability at sa kung paano hindi mahihirapan ang ating mga researchers. Purposive sampling. Under the sampling, the sample elements are selected from the target population based on their fit with the purposes of the study and specific criteria. Sa paggamit nito, kailangan lang naman natin mag-set ng specific criteria. Halimbawa, kung base sa edad, let's say, ang age bracket ay 18 to 21. Kaya, tanging mga respondents lang na pasok doon sa ating age bracket ang pipiliin nating mga respondents. Quota sampling. It means to take a very tailored sample that's in the proportion to some characteristics or trait of a population. Kapag ito ang ating gagamitin, meron tayong isaset na quota or limitations. Halimbawa, pwede nating i-divide ang isang population in terms of by place, income, education level, at iba pa. Ngayon, ang population natin ay ating i-divide into groups at ang mga samples ay kukunin natin sa bawat group para ma-meet natin ang quota. Snowball sampling. Under the sampling, the researcher identifies a key informant about a research interest and then asks the respondent to refer or identify another respondent who can participate in the study. Sa paraan na ito, maghahanap lang tayo ng iisang respondents na tinatawag nilang key informant. At yung respondent na yon ang magre-refer sa atin ng iba pang mga respondents na pwede nating isama sa ating research. Kumbaga, para siyang networking, di ba? And that ends our lesson. Kung ikaw ay natuto at nagustuhan mo itong video lesson na ito, please like, share, and subscribe. Again, I'm Teacher Randy, happy to serve. Bye!